£4 million for a striker with 6 MLS goals in 14 games is either a sharp piece of business or a significant gamble dressed up in modest packaging. And the context Birmingham are operating in right now makes that distinction matter more than usual. The 72 report that Birmingham are considering Sergi Solans as a potential replacement for Jay Stansfield, whose Premier League interest is now well established. That framing is worth examining carefully. A club that paid $15 million for Stansfield set a $25 million asking price to deter buyers and built part of its identity around him as the face of a promotion push is now being linked with a 20-something Spaniard who cleared customs at Real Salt Lake a matter of months ago. Those two things don't sit easily alongside each other as a coherent plan. Solans' background is genuinely intriguing rather than obviously convincing. He came through Girona's academy, spent time in the lower tiers of Spanish football, then moved to American college soccer where his numbers were outstanding. 16 goals and 6 assists at UCLA in a single season, before being picked 30th overall in the MLS Super Draft. Real Salt Lake have used him regularly since, and the early returns are encouraging. But college soccer and a partial MLS season are a limited base from which to project championship readiness, and the story of players who thrive in that pipeline before struggling with the physicality and pace of the English second tier is not a short one. The more revealing detail is what this pursuit says about the striker situation as a whole. Marvin Duksch was joint top scorer last season and appears set to return to Germany. August Priske and Kyogo Furuhashi combined for 2 league goals across the campaign. If Stansfield leaves and Duksch goes, Birmingham's forward line would need significant rebuilding regardless of who arrives. And a £4 million MLS signing would not cover that gap alone. Wolves complicate the picture in a different way. A relegated Premier League club with Raul Jimenez already through the door, and Tolu Arokadare and Hwang Hee-chan available if they move on, is a more cluttered destination for a young striker than Birmingham. The fact they are circling the same player at the same fee suggests Solans is being assessed as a depth option rather than a statement, which at least aligns with the modest price. For Birmingham, the honest question is whether a £4 million bet on a college to MLS striker is the forward investment a club under promotion pressure should be making, or whether it fills a gap while the bigger decisions around Stansfield and the senior striking options are resolved. Signing Solans and losing Stansfield to Hull or Ipswich in the same window would leave St Andrews with a very different attack than the one that scored 10 championship goals last season.